SLX-D Plus is an update to our popular SLX-D wireless microphone system, and it brings some really cool new features. Firstly, we have wideband tuning devices now, so we have 138 megahertz of bandwidth to choose from. This makes it great for global touring or any of those kind of applications that you might have. We also have some enhanced integration with Wireless Workbench Mobile, which we've got on the iPad today, but Workbench Mobile is available on the iOS or the Android store. And we've also pulled some technology from our top-tier Axient digital wireless microphone system that we are calling ShowLink Ease. Now, if you're familiar with ShowLink already, you will know exactly what this does. If you've never heard of it before, it's a really smart way of letting me take remote control of my portable devices when they're out on the stage. So once I have established my ShowLink connection with the receiver, anything that I do on the receiver is going to get sent remotely to the transmitters without me having to do anything. So this is achieved through something called Bluetooth Low Energy. Bluetooth Low Energy is built into all of the transmitters and receivers in the factory, so you don't have to have an additional access point to make this work. If you are running a really complex system, you could add a Wi-Fi access point in there just to increase the range and generally take all of that traffic into the Wi-Fi rather than having it sitting in the Bluetooth. But we've got a relatively small system here today, so we're going to do everything based on the hardware that comes from the factory. We have a single unit here, which is one channel, half rack. We also have a dual half rack unit here. There is available in the portfolio a quad version of this, which is a full rack, and that also is available with Dante as well. So it really is a suite of different things that you can choose from within SLX-D Plus. And all of this integrates seamlessly with Wireless Workbench Mobile. So I can use this to monitor these devices, I can use it to control these devices, and I can also do a frequency plan. So the other device in here, which I didn't mention earlier, is the SLX-D5 portable receiver. This is also in our network, and it is what we are using to capture the audio for this video recording. And I am going to do a new frequency plan for the whole system out of Wireless Workbench Mobile. So when I do this, I'm going to ask the iPad to get one of these devices to perform a scan. When we do the scan, it's going to RF mute all of my transmitters, which means that you are going to lose my audio while that takes place. I will then select a TV channel that I want to use, and it will deploy those frequencies remotely without me having to touch anything, and then my audio will come back. So we're going to set the system to do it. I'm going to ask it to find me some new frequencies. When I click this begin button, the RF devices will mute, you will lose my audio, and I'm going to tell you what I had for breakfast so that you can see when the audio is lost and when it comes back in. And my friend Charlie, who's doing the video for us today, is going to let me know when all of that takes place. So here we go. Let's begin. And it has now deployed those frequencies to the transmitters, and we're back on air. So I have a new frequency that I wasn't using before. This is reflected on the spectrum analyzer that we can see in front of us here. That on its own is really, really cool. But what happens if I go to do my event or my show, and a device that is not in my network turns up and puts itself on a frequency that I didn't want it to be on? What if it interferes directly with the transmitter that I'm using? ShowLink Ease can support automatic interference avoidance. So in this scenario, when this device comes on air, it's going to detect the interference, find a new frequency, and deploy it without me having to touch anything. So we're going to do that live on the transmitter that you are currently listening to. So we have 596.150 is the frequency that I am currently using, and we are going to tune directly onto that with this device. So 596.150. When I push this button to engage my transmitter here, once again, you are going to lose my frequency. The system will find a new frequency and deploy it out. So let's see what happens. Here we go. It's going to find a new one for me, and there we are. We're back online. So there you go. That is a very quick overview of some of the cool features in SLX-D Plus. If you want to learn anything more about this system, please talk to your local Shaw representative.